Neil Kennedy hasn't been selected as the starting centre forward for the US men's national team. Don't worry guys, I'm just joking. This is what we're going to talk about. Julian Alvarez wants to move to Arsenal. Enzo Fernandez to Madrid faces some stumbling blocks. Barcelona won Anthony Gordon. This is Untitled Football News, so let's get started. Julian Alvarez is interested in a move to Arsenal. So it's come out that Julian Alvarez wants to leave Atletico Madrid. After 2 years, he signed for 81 million from Man City, and Arsenal actually were a club that actually tried to sign him, and it was BARCA, Arsenal sporting director, who pursued the player and wanted the player. Alvarez has been linked with Barcelona, but his agent has come out saying that the rumors are 1000% false. Now I don't know if that's true, because Barcelona did have interest in him, so I don't know if that will happen now, because Barcelona also are trying to look at Pedro, and that also seems that it's unlikely to happen. So let's see. When it comes to Atletico Madrid, Alvarez feels that he needs an ambitious project, and that's why I think he doesn't feel like Atletico Madrid can deliver that, so he's looking elsewhere. Atletico Madrid hope to make a sale quickly, because they don't want to wait till like the last few days, maybe at August 15 for him to be sold, and then there won't be enough time to have a replacement found. Alvarez is interested in Arsenal, and when it comes to the player, he's a player with good experience in big games. He has won so many trophies at such a young age, and maybe for Arsenal it's a good move for them, and for Alvarez as well, because maybe Gyökeres, though he scored a lot of goals this season and plus 20 goals, but Alvarez may be a bit more consistent than Gyökeres, because Gyökeres maybe can be a bit disappointing at times. Maybe towards the end of the season he was much better. In his time at Atletico Madrid, Alvarez has scored 49 goals in 106 games, and this season in 49 games he has scored 20 goals and 15 goals in 10 Champions League games. So there is a player there who can score a lot of goals. Maybe his experience in playing in big games and winning trophies, he's already won the treble in City, so it can be good for Arsenal. When it comes to on the pitch, the player seems to have the qualities to fit in Arteta's system because of maybe his link-up play, and he surprisingly he can hold the ball up really well against defenders, can play to back to goal, even though he's actually only 170 centimeters tall. And even when it comes to link-up play, he has like 3.82 progressive passes per game. That's actually better than 90% of strikers in Europe. This maybe his only weakness is aerial duels, and Arsenal rely a bit much on set pieces. I mean, they don't need him for receiving set pieces. He's actually good in taking set pieces as well, and maybe centre-backs can rely on receiving them. So as I said, Alvarez to Arsenal does seem like a good move. Will it happen? I don't know, but Arsenal do seem like they want another striker for Gyökeres, maybe for competition. So let me know, Arsenal fans, what do you guys think? And move on to the next story. Enzo Fernandez to Madrid may not be as likely as we thought it would, because right now the midfielder seems to be more closer to joining City and reuniting with his former manager Enzo Maresca. And Enzo Maresca is pushing for Enzo Fernandez after joining City. Though it's not been officially announced, there is reports that Enzo Maresca sees him as a key part of his plans. There has been links with PSG as well, but they have been a bit quiet as of now. When it comes to Madrid, maybe the finances can be a bit of a problem, and especially the elections going on. Riquelme has actually come out and said that star players have agreed to join Madrid. So we don't know, maybe until the election we may not see concrete links with players and even managers at Real Madrid. When it comes to Chelsea have to sell players right now because of their financial trouble. The club barely has money, it seems, according to reports. The club keeps denying it, but financial reports say that Chelsea need to sell to comply with PSR rules and even the UEFA regulations. When it comes to settling a price, Chelsea have the power here, because when it comes to Enzo Fernandez's contract ends at 2032. So Chelsea have given long contracts, and that's why Chelsea don't have to budge on their price. So City are prepared, look likely that they are prepared and well equipped to make a bid, maybe not Real Madrid. Talking about Enzo Fernandez is a player who's been really maybe underrated in Chelsea. When he was born in Chelsea, there was, I think, hopes of playing him a bit deeper, because that's where his best role is. But after Maresca has actually brought out the more attacking side of Enzo Fernandez, where he's become a ball crasher and where he can score goals and maybe contribute in goals and assists. But after that, we actually haven't seen in Chelsea Enzo Fernandez's passing ability, and maybe we have only seen his scoring ability and lesser of him playing keeper. So maybe Maresca will play the same style using Enzo Fernandez again. So he has played well for Chelsea. He has had more than 48 goal contributions in the past 2 seasons. So when it comes to those stats, he's played really well. Maybe when it comes to criticisms of Enzo Fernandez, it's just maybe defensively he's not the perfect player, but still I think we can ignore that when it comes to how he contributes to the attacking side of things and the build-up. So let me know, City fans, what do you guys think about Enzo Fernandez, and are you happy for the club paying 100 million? Let me know. So Barcelona want Anthony Gordon. Reports have come out that Barcelona will go all in and they've started talks with Anthony Gordon. Newcastle have had a poor season this year under Eddie Howe, so that means that they will be looking to sell a bit of their high-profile players just to generate funds because of missing out on Champions League. The quoted price that Newcastle are asking for is 75 million, and he has been linked with Liverpool, Barca and Bayern, but Bayern is out of the picture because they don't want to pay the asking price. And when it comes to Liverpool, I think right now they've been linked more with Jan Diamandi. So Barcelona have been talking to Anthony Gordon, and even last week the director of football, I think even Deco, came to London, and it was rumored that it was because of Ya Pedro, which was true, but right now they're saying that they've also come to see Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon has had an okay season in the Premier League for Newcastle, who did finish in the bottom half. That has to be taken into consideration. When it comes to Champions League, he actually scored 10 goals in 12 games, so that means he's actually a big game player. That's good compared to the Premier League. For Barcelona, this signing makes sense because they don't have that many wingers now that Rashford's future is also in doubt, so they probably want another left winger. Anthony Gordon can do the job in right wing, he can play up front, and now that Lewandowski is leaving, they only have Ferran Torres, who they usually play up front. Though Ferran Torres is not mostly a traditional striker, they can even use Anthony Gordon, where Newcastle's already played a lot of games with him up front. He's really good in pressing as well. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think about Anthony Gordon and what about him moving to Barcelona? Barcelona fans, let me know, because it's a crazy journey for Anthony Gordon. A few years ago, he was almost fighting relegation with Everton, and now he's played Champions League in Newcastle. He scored against Barcelona, and now he may move to Barcelona. So there seems to be a bit of interest for English players in Barcelona. Let me know, Barcelona fans, in the comments, what do you guys think? That's all for Untitled Football News. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.